One thing I really needed to stop was comparing myself with anyone. I've seen so many young people do so much great things in their lives in a short time, and it has really motivated and inspired me to see further than my current state. But this comes with the pressure to belong, achieve or attain more. It was not until I took out time to start studying the word of God that I realized everyone has a different path to tell me something. Yeah, you necessarily don't need to do what others are doing. All you need to do is what you ought to do. That's true. You really don't need to do what everybody is doing. I had to take out time to reflect on my life, understand why I had made little or no progress in my life. And I came up with the realization that fellowshipping with God ultimately opens you up to your own predestined path. God is not ignorant, and He desires more than you know it for you to be accomplished in your sphere of influence. But I fail to understand that I cannot do so without consistently and constantly leaning on Him for direction and guidance. Let's remember Psalm 32 verse 8 to 9. Without listening attentively and waiting for His direction, you get entangled in comparison and frustration sets in. God has His own path for you. Stay with Him and find it. Finding it is not the only issue. You need to learn to walk through that path. Yes, you heard me right. I feel terrible at that. I fail terribly. No be small failing. I didn't walk in that path that God has shown me, and at some point I gave up. I even gave up totally, and I became distracted. One thing in allowing God is that you don't get to do it your own way. You want to always involve Him. I got carried away by trying to make it thinking God was too slow or that His process was boring and uninteresting, and I started doing it my own way. Will you blame me? That is how the world makes it to look like that. Oh, everything needs to be fast. Jeez. It was not long after that I became frustrated again, and I was at the verge of giving up, but mercy showed up for me. But at this junction, I have decided and have made up my mind to follow the path personally crafted for me. I trust Him and I know that this path is the best path for me. One step at a time and I will do just fine. That is just it. Everybody has their own path. Have that at the back of your mind. Because A is becoming this now doesn't mean that you will not get there. Allow God to lead you and let Him hold you through this journey. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.